Right then, I am off to Box Nutrition in Birmingham and I'm going for a full physiological profiling test, which is a VO2 max test and a threshold test. Now you might have seen these where people are on treadmills, they've got an oxygen mask on, they have a little finger prick test at intervals to test lactate in the blood, and they're not very well understood. And I'll be truthful, I don't fully know what's gonna entail in today, but I'm really excited to sort of see where I'm at and see what's going on. So essentially, as far as I'm aware, we're gonna go there, we're gonna get warm, we're gonna do a VO2 max test, which is essentially like saying how much do you bench. It's kind of pointless information on its own. You might have seen the number on your watch, especially with the Garmin, it tells you you're superior if you're over a certain number. Realistically, with the VO2 max, it's only good when you can sort of couple it with other bits of information. But when we look at threshold, that's essentially the pace and intensity that I can work at before things start to fall apart. So this is going to be really good in regards to knowing where my training zones are so I can then work better. And that's going to help me with training, it's going to help me with pacing, it's going to help me with racing. But as I say, I don't fully know what it entails. So hopefully I'm gonna set the camera up. You can see what's going on. Jack, I think it is, he's gonna obviously be telling me everything about it, putting me through the test, and yeah, and we can go from there. And I'm sure he will tell me everything that I need to know and help me in regards to going forward with training. So let's crack on. Drive to Birmingham. It's freezing. I'm gonna get the heated seats on. Let's go, baby.
On that scale of 1 to 10 again, you still know that 2?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
So we're just going to do it with 90 seconds.
There's levels to the game, isn't there? That's the beauty of it though, just when you think you're doing good, you're not. Yeah.
I think with Hunter as well, he's got an attitude you quite like. He's almost a little bit like anti-establishment. Just a reminder what's going to happen. We're going to start on the 11 kilometers per hour, and every 3 minutes 50, I'm going to jump off. And we'll ask you to go up another level, give me a thumbs up if you can. At any point when you can't anymore, give me a thumbs down. Okay? I'll be speaking to you throughout, so not to worry. We're going to start at 11, and then we're going to go up by 1 kilometer every 4 minutes. And we're going to keep going to a failure essentially. Because we can stop and do a ramp, like an incline, which I want to know your VO2 max speed as well. We're going to keep it flat. We've got speed, obviously, we've got heart rate, VO2, that's the option you're using. Your RER, okay, that's your respiratory exchange ratio, that's essentially for fat burn. So ideally what we're looking at is 0.7, 0.75 to begin with, which shows you burning more fat. When you start getting closer to 1, that's when we start using more carbohydrates. I'm just going to go to a really slow jog, okay, so back to 7 or 8, then we're going to get up to 11. Okay, so that's it, 5 seconds, you're going to jump off for me. Every 30 seconds the camera has to do. See that green line here?
Yeah.
You see it's like plateauing a bit. So even if you might have to run faster, you wouldn't have got much more oxygen in.
Yeah.
So we hit like the 61. I think it was in modulus, you can see maybe that. But what's really important for you today is your thresholds.
Yeah, that's
important. So it's
the main thing. So I noticed that sort of top end 130 is my easy zone.
Yeah.
And I've been keeping well away from that, thinking that was like a grey zone, that sort of.
Yeah, but the thing with you, the problem you've got, I'll finish it. I'll show you the lactate values first. Like, what we're looking for, the first really obvious rise. So it's that kind of 0.9 is your baseline, so 1.4 is like 0.5. So you can see that's like a first jump 1 to 1.4. Yeah. So that's kind of the top end really, zone 2, but I would kind of go closer to what, halfway between 134 and 139, something like that.
In that.
You could do that. The only thing though is like, because you're doing so much volume, if you run at say 139, 40 kilometers per hour, that's my threshold pace. That could put a lot of pain damage in your legs, if that makes any sense. Whereas, well, if you ran at say 120, you're going to be 11 kilometers per hour, you're not getting the damage in your legs, but you're not going to get quite the same benefit as when you're 39. So is that
Find that balance.
Yeah, but it's not like the best thing to see.
Yeah.
But then because your speed at threshold is so fucking good, it's almost built this incredible threshold. Your max could be a bit better.
Yeah.
And then the way you build your max continuously threshold work, or every now and again, do a top end effort.
I don't do any top end stuff.
Yeah. And I wouldn't do it very often because you do so much riding, but every now and again, that park work, or 4x4, or 3x6, or 5x5, you'll see that 17 July and want to push it up. So and those are those to take in there. But I guess overall, you're a really good athlete, really, really impressive. So I think like the speed and your threshold is incredible. You've got a massive base, and then that's coming from your bike work as well.
Yeah, she's not top. It's not top end.
It's not bad. It's just it's not. If you look at say like Hunter, even though they're like 88 kilos, they're still getting like high 60s and 70. Yeah. But that's elite. Well,
no, it's elite, isn't it? And that's elite, and then that's the difference, isn't it, between doing an hour and 55 minutes?
Yeah, exactly.
Within that sport.
You could be really good. So then if we're looking for it bottoms out. Yeah, see where that green line bottoms out? It starts jumping up. So that's about 140. That's where you feel, because that should correlate with that, so it does. And then second threshold, it's really fucking obvious for you, it's like around there. So everyone starts getting haywire. So if you use that 160, see where like the oxygen just starts going up.
Yeah. Which line's oxygen?
Then see breathing out, that is a breathing in, it's that green one, and the red line's the carbon dioxide. And you're breathing off more carbon dioxide, so you clearly hit that turn point, and that's about 160. So that's why you don't want to go too far above that. If you're a carb-based athlete, you go straight away, you rip through carbs. You need to fuel really hard either.
I do eat a lot, if I'm honest. But that's. Do I need to change that?
No. Because what we're seeing now, when I see, because I've had who have I had now? His name Jake. Not Dave, who's the other Jake Williamson?
Yeah.
He's the same. He hasn't got a massive mass, and his carbohydrate usage is
So fast as well.
But he's big. I mean, he doesn't look it, but he's 90 kilos. And
so I've just come out. I don't know why I'm shouting. Literally, I've got a mic next to my mouth and I could whisper and it'd be really loud. Yeah, I've just come out of Box Nutrition. Met Jack, the owner, like top guy to be fair. Really nice. If you want to have something like this done, definitely get in touch. I can drop the details here and yeah, book in. It's been a good eye opener. My VO2 max was 61.5. Yeah, it's sort of what my watch says. You know, so the two have correlated very well. This means that my engine size is good, but not elite, like top end elite. But it's strong enough that it's not holding me back. But the really interesting thing was how low my VO2 max was in comparison to my base and my threshold stuff. So essentially what he was trying to say is, I think I'm really good at the steady, controlled, hard work, but the really hard work, the short efforts, the speed, that's the stuff that I'm not that good at. So they're the things I need to go away and improve. So my lactate threshold, as I say, I can't remember the numbers exactly, but I know that I've sort of been training slightly over my actual true threshold. So I need to just scale that back a little bit if I want to be able to add more volume in. Whereas my easy work has been too low, essentially. So I've been a little I think, too cautious on that zone 2. So I can push that up a little bit, have that heart rate a little bit higher and still not worry too much about it being too much volume. I am heavily carb reliant, so I'm using a ton of carbohydrates for all aspects of training, and I'm not using a lot of fat. So all in all, happy with the results. Like I say, I get more properly back on the weekend. He's going to go through it all with me and explain it. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I'm going to drive home, have some food, probably train, to be fair, because I've only ran, so, you know, I'm an elite athlete. Let's go for it. Not elite though.